The Israeli bombings in Gaza are by now the most intense of this conflict. Overnight, the Israeli military said 54 fighter jets, mostly customized American F-16s, attacked nearly 10 miles of tunnels. It says Hamas is using to launch rockets at Israeli cities. More than 3,000 rockets in the past 7 days alone. But as precise as the Israeli strikes can be, Palestinian civilians are dying. The airstrikes have destroyed 3 apartment buildings in Gaza City this weekend in the deadliest attack so far. Gaza is poor and cut off. It has no real emergency services, so poorly equipped rescue crews had to dig for victims with their hands and construction tools. They pulled out dozens of survivors who'd been entombed under their homes for hours. And they found more than 40 bodies, including, health officials said, 24 women and children. South of Tel Aviv, I spoke to a senior Israeli military spokesman by the Iron Dome defense system that Israel says has intercepted around 90% of Hamas rockets that seemed likely to cause deaths or significant damage.
We've struck hundreds of other underground targets inside Gaza, and that's the one incident where we saw houses collapsing as a result. So we're looking into it, and I want to be clear, it is not our aim. We have no business killing civilians. It doesn't do us any good.
But in Gaza, that means little to Nadine Abdelatif. She's just 10 years old, but she's already seen more death than most see in a lifetime.
I want to cry. I want to let out of my anger, out of my body, because they're killing people that they don't deserve to die. They're just living their own self, but they come and kill them. We don't deserve this.
Nadine has never left Gaza, often called the world's biggest prison. She learned English watching YouTube videos and has a strong message for Americans.
We can't do anything. We're just dying. The American people, stop giving weapons to the occupiers. That's the way that you can help us.
Israel still has thousands of troops positioned along the border with Gaza, but so far they have not crossed in, not begun any kind of land invasion. Savannah?
And what about diplomacy, Richard? What's happening there? Any possible ceasefire talk?
We are starting to see some progress on this. I just spoke to a senior Israeli diplomat who's directly involved in this process. He wouldn't get into more details, or any specific details, but he said that Hamas wants a ceasefire. He was speaking for Hamas there, but Hamas has also said that it would consider a ceasefire, but it wants it on its own terms. And what Hamas wants is it wants to link the situation in Gaza to broader Palestinian claims about the status of Jerusalem, which both Israel and the Palestinians claim as their capital. The Israeli diplomat said, while what Israel is looking for is some guarantees that if it agrees to a ceasefire, there will be an extended period of calm, that it won't just be a short-term solution. Savannah?
Richard Engel leading us off in Tel Aviv. Thank you, Richard.